Mark Goldbridge, this is Red Rumours, Harry Kane, Maltesers, Romelu Lukaku, Bounty, Barbosa, Snickers and Paul Pogba. What am I talking about? I'm talking my favourite chocolate celebration at Christmas and also this 70 million mystery target man that Manchester United are meant to be going for in January. It is Christmas, it's Christmas! Welcome to our festive studio, all decorated out by the Draughty Devil, who will be coming to in a couple of minutes. We've also got our Best New Football Vlog 2015 award that we won a couple of weeks ago. That's all for you. And thanks to everybody who sent us a Christmas card so far. We've received a couple this week. Really appreciate that. But let's fly into this £73 million rumour that's going out there. We're going to go to Martin. I call him the real true Geordie, or at least the slimmed down, non-swearing thinking man's true Geordie. Here he is with what this rumour's all about. Over to you, Martin.
Manchester United are being linked with an under 23-year-old player. We've roughly got around 70 to 75 million to burn. The first name that swings to mind would be John Stones, English centre-back. Very expensive, around the 70 million mark. For me, a definite target, but I don't think that's who we're going to be focusing on.
So there it has it. January signing, future Ballon d'Or winner, £73 million. Manchester United are going to do it in January. Seems unlikely, but if you chuck £70 million at somebody, it could well happen. Martin's thinking John Stones, yes, English, under 23. We do need a defender. It could be him, but I'm thinking more likely it's going to be an attacker. We've talked about some of these players before. Let's go very quickly over to Chris in Australia. Good day, mate, Chris. What's your thought on who it could be?
I think the rumoured player is Lukaku of Everton. He's big, he's strong, he's quick, he can score goals, which we need at Manchester United right now. He's a proven Premier League player, and he's young, he's only 22.
I tell you what, I don't normally think men in caps look that good, but Chris, you look fantastic. I would not want to meet him down a dark alley. He'd kick the living daylights out of me. As would Romelu Lukaku, to be fair. He's a big bloke too. Romelu Lukaku, we have touched on him before. He's scoring goals for fun. He could even break that Jamie Vardy record if he keeps the way he is going. He's scored about 6 or 7 games in a row so far. Under 23, 22 years of age, 19 appearances, 14 goals. Valued probably going up by the day, 50 to 60 million pounds. Contract up in 2019. I think if you offered Everton 60 to 70 million pounds, they'd bite a hand off in January. Very realistic. Staying in the Premier League then, Harry Kane. As we know, Harry Kane, 22 years of age, 21 appearances this season, 10 goals, 1 assist, probably going to be around 60 to 70 million pounds. Realistic, yeah, again, if you chuck that money at them, at Daniel Levy, he'll put that in his brown bag and he'll run off with that, no worries at all, or his suitcase or whatever. Definitely a deal that could be done. Striker, somebody that we need to get. Barbosa, we touched on about last week. Santos, scoring goals for fun over there, 19 years of age. They reckon Barcelona have got that deal tied up. But you never know, money talks, doesn't it? Not literally, but we could get that deal done as well. Paul Pogba was also mentioned as well, 22 years of age, definitely a future Ballon d'Or winner, 21 appearances this season, 6 goals, 2 assists. Why he'd want to leave Juventus in January for when they're in the Champions League still, I don't know. But he's probably far-fetched. He's also not a striker or a defender, which is what we need. But who knows? Very quickly though, let's go to Bruce. He sent us a video. Bruce, who are you thinking about in a footballing sense?
2 words, Romelu Lukaku. Young, 22, over 6 foot, over 200 pounds, pace, 2-footed, good with his head.
I tell you what, he's going to make somebody an offer he can't refuse, Bruce. I'll get you that money, just give me more time. Terrifying, isn't he? But very authoritative voice from there. Another one for Lukaku. What do you think? Who do you think this mystery man is? We're going to go to the Draughty Devil. He likes the obscure, more out there signings, but he, as I keep saying, he could well be right. Over to you, Draughty. Let's get something from you. Let's see what you've got to say for us this week.
Thank you, Mark. And with all the talk of who could be the £74.2 million mystery man, I'm going to be talking about the players who are probably a little bit more affordable in January. The first one is a 21-year-old winger from Sassuolo Serie A, Domenico Berardi. 2 goals and 8 appearances so far, and is already an Italian under-21 international. Berardi has been subject of a Liverpool bid, as well as Juventus, who have come in with around £15.9 million. Juventus say, and I'm going to quote them here, they see his tactical flexibility as a real bonus, and he can play out on the flank as well as through the middle. With great skill on touch and movement, Berardi is said to be a perfect winger and one of the most upcoming prospects in Italy. Will Manchester United make a move for him? I think that's very, very unlikely. LVG doesn't like attacking players. We are more likely to make a bid of around £37.4 million for Stuart Downing in the January transfer window. Let's see if that one happens. Next up is a deal that looks set to be completed in January and already has a great deal of traction. Matthew Olasunde is an American 17-year-old who currently plays for New York Bulls. Bulls. Red Balls is something entirely different, and I'm not going to go there. He is a center back, but he can also be deployed at right back. Could he be the long-term solution for Darmian, who is having a woeful season now? His confidence is shot. Olasunde, due to his age, probably wouldn't get into our first team and would be put straight into the under-21s for some development. Anyway, we already have offered him a contract, and we are just waiting for a work permit and international clearance. So wait and look for that one to go through this January. Now, here's my wild card for the £74.2 million mystery man. And it is 18-year-old Belgian currently playing for Anderlecht, Yuri Tielemans, who's come out of the same academy as Romelu Lukaku, nonetheless. It seems an excessive amount for a player who not many have heard of unless you know your younger players in Europe. But I think the $74.2 million is just a warning to other clubs to say, we are serious about this player. Yuri has already been twice named Belgium's Young Player of the Year, so he clearly has some fantastic pedigree. 4 goals in 19 appearances this campaign. He's already an established first-team member at Anderlecht. The papers are saying we are going to be tabling a £30 million bid in January to ward off the likes of Arsenal and Chelsea. Tielemans, for me, would be the perfect signing. He is very, very young and would develop very well at Manchester United. Could he fix our problems now, though? Not too sure. But is he the Ballon d'Or player of the future? Absolutely. I think Tielemans is the player we're going to be signing for, but I don't think it's for the fee reported. Anyway, thanks for listening, and back over to you in studio, Mark.
You know what? I wouldn't urinate on them if they were on fire. No, definitely wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't either.
Oh, thanks, Drawty. Thanks for that. Very quickly, what I would just say, some good targets there. But Peter Crouch, let's get his details up. He's available. Not getting much game for Stoke at the moment. As I've been calling him for the last couple of weeks, Fellaini is the Belgian Peter Crouch. Crouch, 34 years of age. 6 appearances this season, 1 goal. We'd get him really cheap, probably a packet of Walker's Crisps ready salted, contract up in 2017. But, when Fellaini's getting tired on the 70-minute mark, get Crouch on. He's a good hoofball alternative. But talking about our outs this week, Wayne Rooney, Captain Rooney, fantastic player, servant at Manchester United. Apparently, the Chinese league, I think it's Shanghai, managed by Sven-Goran Eriksson. They want Rooney. They're willing to pay him £25 million a season, which works out, I think, at about £250,000 a week. That's a Chinese takeaway I quite like the sounds of. Much better than a beef chow mein. Really interested in that deal. Could it be done? Get rid of a massive amount of wages for Manchester United. And would Rooney go? I can't see him going to China. I think he struggles with English, let alone learning Chinese. But unless he's ordering some food. Stuttered there. But thanks everybody for watching. Really interesting to see what happens with the £72 million target for Manchester United. Really going to keep our eye on that as we approach January. Like the video, get commenting below on all our transfer targets today, and subscribe to the United Stand. It is your channel. It's another Red Rumours. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm enjoying the Christmas theme in the studio here today. The award and the cards, as I said, brilliant, and everybody is feeling that festivity as we approach Christmas, and more importantly, the January transfer window. We've got to make some signings. The United squad is very thin at the moment, and we need to make some intent. We could win the league. Anything's happen. Anything is possible. Speak to you next week on Red Rumours. It is the United Stand. It is your channel. Somebody go and get me some mulled wine.